Hi everyone, it's Deb here, and I have got a 12 by 12 layout. My first design team project for July using the Boys Rule collection that pretty much featured predominantly in July's Kitaholic Kits. So I did have this die cut background. I actually cut it out a few months ago. It's just been sitting around, and I thought it was time to use it, and I loved the way that this dark navy kind of popped underneath that die cut. So I'm going to build up my layers on this, and I'm going to use a picture of my daughter. And I did pick out a few things. Now it changes a lot because I decided on a different title, so I took the flare off, and then the camera didn't look right, so I took that off. I'm just matting my picture on a piece of this green because that's the colors I went for, and the reason for that was because I made the tissue paper flowers that will be going on this layout, which I'm just popping onto the layout now. They're very easy to make, and if you're a subscriber to Kitaholic Kits, in the subscriber only group, I will be sharing an exclusive video on how I made these tissue paper flowers. So I did bring in that title cool, so I removed the flare off, and before I stick everything down, I wanted to do some splattering, and we got these awesome watercolor crayons in the mixed media kit, so I was dying to play with these. So I did make some splatters, and I just splattered kind of on a diagonal across my page, and the paintbrush that I was using was giving me really fine splatters, so I do grab an eyedropper out. Now I grabbed the eyedropper from it used to be Crazy Clark's. I think it's called Crazy Bargains or something like that now, and you can buy a pack of eyedroppers in the craft section. And I was just grabbing some more of the crayon onto the plastic, and I'm going to use that eyedropper to pick it up and make some larger drops. I did have a little bit of trouble because there wasn't enough liquid there. It kept making a lot of air, so I was getting a lot of bubbles, but I got there in the end. So I let that dry, and while it was drying, I spied the chipboard frame, the blue and white diagonal chipboard frame, and I decided to use that as a layer behind my photos. And here I am trying to get this camera to go on, and I just didn't like the way it was sitting there, so I end up just taking it off the layout altogether. I'm going to make a little cluster up here with the exclusive labels, the little tissue paper flower that I made, and the cool word that was in the ephemera pack. And I'm just going to go about and start gluing everything down. So to bring some more texture to the layout, I decided to use the twine we got in the kits in place of my normal sewing thread. Now the twine is a bit thicker, so it's going to make things kind of bump up a bit, but I didn't mind. I love the silver and white aspect of it, as I'm going to bring in some silver sequins towards the end of the layout. And I am just going to continue sticking things down. I just want to mention that this die cut heart is a free download on my blog, and I'll pop something up on the screen where you can find that. You can get the negative and the positive of this die cut. So I did fuss around with the twine a bit because it was a little bit thicker. It didn't sit quite as I wanted, but I got there. I do bring some more twine up into that top cluster on the left, and I think I'm just going to keep sticking things down. So everything's stuck down now, and I'm going to grab two of those green puffy hearts. I just love navy blue and this green together. I think it's very striking. I did grab one of the clear word stickers. So the title reads, excuse me, the title reads "You Are Cool," and then I'm gonna grab some silver sequins because that silver is in that twine. I wanted to bring some more silver into layout, and I'm just going to scatter the sequins about pretty much to mimic like splatters on a layout. So there's no rhyme or reason, I just kind of spread them on a diagonal. So for the center of the flowers, I brought in some bling from my stash. I'm pretty sure these are from American Craft, and they're kind of like just bling rhinestones without the adhesive on the back. So I'm just going to put them in the center of my flowers, and then I'm just going to do a border around the whole page. And I used like I didn't want a really dark border, so I grabbed a Sharpie that kind of dried out a little bit, so the black wasn't as harsh, because I really wanted a navy blue border and I didn't have a pen that was navy blue, so I went with the dried up Sharpie, and that's going to be pretty much it for my layout. Don't forget, the video for the tissue paper flowers will be going up in the subscribers group. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of the other design team projects, and I will have some slowed down footage and some stills, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.